Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you all. My name is Rita Siao. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing my postpartum recovery experience with you. Stay tuned for more. Before I had my baby, I had just little knowledge about CS. I didn't know much about it. I was more kind of scared because of the negative stuff I've heard about it. But then when I went into it myself, there I got to know a lot more because first of all, before even experiencing it, I went to read a lot, watch so many videos about it. The CS process itself wasn't painful because I had epidural for the whole process, so it was easy, no pain at all. So after 2 days, we were discharged and we went home, and then the healing process started. That was when I started feeling like severe pains. In the hospital, the nurses, the midwives were educating us. They said we should not hesitate to take painkillers in case we feel severe pain. So I didn't know what I was expecting though. But then when I got home, I realized that the pain was just like the highest of it all. Unfortunately for me, I have to climb a few steps before I get to the bedroom. So I have to be helped, okay, to come downstairs, sit in the chair. I couldn't even sit in the couch. So I have to sit on my husband's office chair, which was quite tall, before I could feel comfortable and before I could carry my baby to breastfeed her because the area around the incision was so sore and painful because at the time the epidural had gone, so all you feel is just pain, plain pain. So from the beginning I was thinking, oh, let me just take a few paracetamol here and there, but then when it got tough and more excruciating, I realized no, paracetamol will not do it. So we're giving this more stronger medication which I was taking, and it was helping gradually. The whole healing process, the first few 5 days, I cannot take the bandage off, so it has to be on. I can't take a bath. I just have to clean myself with warm water and a towel. That's all I could do because the place has to be very dry. So if you have gone through CS, or if you are hoping that you might go through CS, these are a few tips for you. Make sure that after the CS, you don't bath for at least a couple of days, at least 5 days until the bandage is taken off. You don't take baths. I mean, as in sinking yourself into the bathtub, no baths at all. But you can take a shower, which means you just shower and then the water just drain down. You don't sit in the bathtub. Midwife came and took care of the baby, look at me as well, and then advised that I take off the bandage to allow air so that the incision can heal quickly. And we did that. But then I wasn't comfortable at all. So I bought another bandage which I put over it just to feel secure, because for me I wasn't feeling secure that the bandage is off, especially knowing how large the scar was and all that. So I put on another bandage, but then something happened. After a week, the following week, the first week we came home, the following week, there started to be some kind of liquid coming out of the incision, and I was so scared and worried. I thought I was going to die. I thought my intestines were getting rotten. It's crazy. It was just coming like a dirty kind of blood coming out of the incision just as one side, because the whole incision had closed. I was like, no, this doesn't have to happen. So I was so scared. And then we went to the hospital and a doctor came to see me. She pushed all the liquid out of there and then put another big bandage on it and advised that if I get home and the bandage is getting dirty and nasty, meaning there's a lot more coming, I should come back. I was also given some antibiotics to take, and then I think that helped. So when I went home, I was taking a look at it, but then it was kind of mild and normal and for a couple of days, and then it stopped coming out. Then after a couple more days, it started coming out again, but in smaller quantities. I spoke with my mom and she said I shouldn't worry. It's just that the wound is healing, and so I shouldn't worry at all. I called the hospital again to let them know, and they said it's because the wound is healing and it's better that this liquid comes out than to stay inside. So that was another, experience that I had to go through, just healing from this incision. And it wasn't easy. But then a few things that I did which were very, very, very helpful. And I want to share with you. The first one of them was this postpartum panties. These pants are so good. They are very elastic, and then they are high waisted, so you wear it and pull it up, so you don't feel any pressure or you don't feel anything on the incision to cause you pain. When we wear the usual panties, the sexy kind of panties, okay, their waistlines are down, okay, but this postpartum pants, the waistline is high up. Is high up, so when you wear it, it's just comfortable, and the band is not like a plastic kind of band. It is fabric, it's soft, so you feel very comfortable, and it is very helpful. So I would advise you, if you are going to have CS, please get this pants. I will leave the link in the description so that you get it. I think it came in sets of four different black, white, ash, and then something around brownish. Yeah, so these pants, I would advise that you get one in case you are or you've just had CS. It is very, very, very good and very helpful. Puts the belly together and helps you to feel more comfortable and more relaxed, so you don't have to also be thinking about the panty line hurting you as another problem. Another thing that really helped me was this postpartum belt. It is in 3 pieces. So one goes towards your waist, one goes towards your belly, and one goes towards your incision and hip area. It helps secure the body so you can easily move around and walk around. For me, after just about a week, I was up and walking around. Not like doing heavy stuffs, but I was up already and walking around because of the panty and then the postpartum belt that I was using. It really, really helped me. When I put it on, I don't feel the pain that much anymore. One painful part of this healing process is when you lie down in bed and you want to get up. That is the part that hurts a lot. Because of the incision, you can't even sleep on your belly. You can only sleep sideways, all right? Sideways. So when you want to get up, try to tilt sideways and use your hand to support you. Then you wake up gradually from the side, all right? Another thing that I also do is to just put my leg on the floor, shift my body to the edge of the bed and put my leg on the floor, and then try to raise myself with my hands supporting me. Then I'm able to get up from the bed. This is one of the painful part when trying to get up from bed. That's where you feel the pain. But with the postpartum pants, kind of it secures you, so it helps in some way to relieve the pain a little bit. Please don't hesitate to take the painkillers, because the painkillers helps a lot. Along the way, my painkillers even got finished. Luckily for me, when we went to the hospital for the follow-up checkup, there I asked for more painkillers, and I was given a prescription at the hospital, and I took more painkillers. So if you are going through pain, please, I know, because I've been there. I was even in tears. I was crying. I couldn't do anything. The pain was so severe that at the point my whole body was shivering so hard that I could not control even the shivering. And I just had no idea what was happening. So that is how severe this pain is. So other things that I did that really helped me was always eating very hot food, always drinking lots of liquids, lot of hot tea, lot of hot chocolate. I was drinking hot stuffs. Another thing was eating lots of soupy food, and that helped a lot. It didn't just help me to feel comfortable and to kind of feel relieved, but it also helped with my belly reduction. It helps a lot. After the incision is sewn, around the incision becomes really hard and sore, and it can be very, very, very painful. When you put towel in hot water, not too hot to burn your skin though, but comfortable enough that you can squeeze the water out and use it to kind of heat around the incision, I believe it will help you a lot. Right now, I don't really feel pain, but what I feel is like there is some kind of hardness around the incision. So I use hot water, heating it up all the time, and now it's getting much better than it used to be. So I'm hoping that when it's around 6 months and I feel more comfortable, then I'll start doing my exercises and my belly will come back to like normal. But until then, I'm using my postpartum belt, which is really helpful. I hardly kind of, even use it. Once in a while when I remember, I put it on. But this is really good if you can be religious in kind of using this. I believe you don't even need to go through the whole strenuous exercises of losing belly fat. Yeah, so I hope that this video helps you. I am not an expert in postpartum issues, but this is my personal experience, which I'm sharing with you. And I hope that you've picked a few things from there which would help you as well in your journey and in the process of healing. It can be very painful. So, any idea and any petty things that you can pick from somewhere to help yourself, please be open to it. Even though you have CS, remember that you would be bleeding too. So make sure you get your pads, because you can use tampons because of possible infection. So you have to get your menstrual pads and get your very good postpartum pants, which will support you, because you'll be bleeding a lot for some weeks, okay, before it stops, or even months. Some people go through it for months before it stops. So make sure that you get this thing set as you prepare for your CS. One other amazing thing that really helped me in my healing process was exclusively breastfeeding my baby. When we were discharged from the hospital, I wasn't having enough breast milk, so I breastfeed her during the daytime. And in the night, I formula feed her. But then I realized that after just about 6 weeks, my menstruation came back. So I was like, whoa, what's happening? So I decided to stop the midnight formula feeding and concentrate only on the breastfeeding. So I was doing the breastfeeding during the daytime, and in the night I would wake up and breastfeed her as well. So after doing that for a couple of weeks, by the end of the month, my menses never came. Another month, my menses never came, and I was like, okay, now everything is balanced. So up until now, I'm not having my menstruation yet. I'm still, free, because exclusive breastfeeding serves as a way of family planning. It helps you bond properly with your baby and helps your body to heal. It kind of, when the more the baby feeds, the more you kind of feel like some weight is being shredded off. I feel that a lot, because sometimes when she's feeding, I can literally feel like the the breast milk oozing out of my body, and I can feel my tummy. I feel so like hungry in some way that I don't know, it's so strange. But then these are all part of the process of the body healing and bringing itself back to normal. Postpartum recovery starts from when you are pregnant. You have to stay very active, and you also have to eat well. Eating well, I mean eating balanced diet, but like not literally eating for two, as in eating huge, quantity of food. That is how you start your healing process. Because when you have the baby, you can't become that active immediately. You'd have to wait some couple of weeks or months before you can start being very active and exercising, if you are the type that love or prefer exercise. So these are my advice for you. I hope that this would help you in your recovery as well. Thank you so much for watching my content, and please, if you are new here, hello there, welcome to my channel. Do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and join this amazing family. Click on the notification bell so that anytime a new video is up, you will be notified. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.